Hi, I'm Dr. Glenn Hawthorne from Austin, Texas. This is a neti potting video for my patients. If you're not one of my patients, you should consult with your primary care physician and make sure it's appropriate for you. I want to cover why you should be neti potting first. Basically, neti potting assists your immune system by flushing out toxins out of the sinuses. Most people in Western medicine want to take an antihistamine or something similar to that shuts down their immune system and keeps that toxin inside their sinuses. That's why you wind up with sinus infections. So I highly recommend that you neti pot versus taking something that's just symptomatic relief. Let's talk about how to neti pot now. So this is a neti pot. It's pretty simple. Just holds the water, the saline solution, has a stem to pour through your nose. My neti pot salt is a sea salt. You just don't want to have any iodine or anything like that in it. I recommend that you use clean, pure water because tap water has chlorine and fluorine. Really nothing you want to be pouring through your sinuses if you can avoid it. One of the biggest mistakes people make is not using enough salt. So let's kind of talk about that. I use a pretty big heaping spoonful of neti pot salt. Most people, if they talk about it burning, it's because they haven't used enough salt. It's not from using too much salt. If you get a lot of salt in it, it'll just basically taste salty. I use heated water from a kettle, and then I dilute it down to get it to a comfortable temperature to neti pot. You just kind of have to play around a little bit to figure out what works best for you. I'm going to go down here, get some clean, pure water, and just shake it up to dissolve the salt. I always keep a couple napkins nearby, just basically to wipe up my mess and that kind of thing. So essentially what you want to do is breathe through your mouth and just relax. It may take you a couple times to get the hang of it, but just like when you were a kid and you were brushing your teeth or learning to brush your teeth, you kind of had to get the knack of it so it didn't choke you or seem uncomfortable. So just go for it right now. Just going to relax, breathe through my mouth, pour it through my sinus, just let it flow. Then you need to blow to clear the excess water out of your sinuses. And that's really all there is to it. You just repeat it, do the other side. So I hope you realize how easy neti potting is. A couple of things I want to mention is how often. I neti pot every single morning. I don't leave the house without neti potting and brushing my teeth, even on my days off. If you're experiencing acute symptoms, you should probably neti pot 2 to 3 times a day. That would help facilitate the immune system to clear whatever it is that's bothering you. And again, the mistake most people make is not using enough salt and not using a fresh, clean water source. This has been Dr. Glenn Hawthorne, Austin, Texas. If you want to visit us on the web, it's drglenndc.com.